inside, and you can just peek in. You're going to meet some great stars and celebrities. The Television Academy, which produces the Emmys, and also the Caucus for Producers is sponsoring it. So let's step right in. When we went to see the disabled actors, writers, directors that are making joy for people and what they've been through, there was one gal in a wheelchair, and I said, I don't know what's politically correct. Can I ask you what happened?
When I was 20, I was living in San Francisco, living that whole Sex and the City life. I was run over by a mini streetcar. I came to in a hospital, and my mother says to me, Danielle, you don't have any feet. My legs were amputated below the knee. I was in such denial about the reality. That denial allowed me to get out of the house, learn how to drive, but it also delayed that healing process. I got very depressed after that.
It was just so sad. I just said, oh, and what are you doing now? And she said, I'm doing stand-up comedy. Of course, I can't stand up.
My best friend, her roommate, was a stand-up comedian. So we started going to a lot of the shows. By the third one, I was like, I could do this. I started going to open mics, and I just fell in love with it. Danielle Perez, and I'm a stand-up comedian.
Can you believe this? How in the world do you direct blind? I mean, I do some directing, but I mean...
I see like a camera. You know when directors do this?
Yes.
They line up a shot?
Right.
I don't need to do that. That's how I see. That is my field of vision. It's a
right.
box. I didn't realize that other people see 180 degrees. I thought that was normal vision. I went through 22 years of my life not realizing I was blind.
Which it was predicted he'd be blind 25 years ago. Totally blind. So he still has, it still keeps reducing. He's got less of a percentage.
Yeah, now I have a 2-degree field. When I was directing, I had about an 8-degree field. But again, I
what
saw
does
like
2
a
degree mean?
2 degree means like this, like a little circle. Like when I'm looking at you, I see your eyes and nose. That's it. I don't see anything else in the room.
That's all I'm looking at on you. You know, if you look at somebody's mouth moving, it's not as interesting.
But that's how a camera sees. So
see, I come from the comedy world. With what you're talking about, we could do a Saturday Night Live sketch.
Well, Woody Allen did a whole movie about it, the blind director.
That's right.
It was very funny, and I related to that exactly. Because I would be on the set stumbling around, the crew would protect me and watch out for me that I didn't kill myself, you know, tripping on a camera cable or a light, because everything is shifting around on a set.
You were a high ticket.
I was a
high risk ticket.
But,
okay, gentlemen, we're going to watch you on the panel too.
Okay.
I'm going to do something. Can we stand up for 1 minute?
Sure.
That he directed 67 episodes of Baywatch. Blind. Okay, what more can we say? I don't want to hear about it. I can't do this, I can't do that. We can do it. We've been inspired, right? Amazing. It just showed that a lot of courage, nothing left to lose. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. He did what he needed to do. How much courage do we have today to do something we've been avoiding? Let's get to it.
It's a very special night for us tonight. We have done one of these panels before. We hope that we made a difference. We think we did, and we intend to keep doing that as we lead the evolution.
I'm Zach Anner, and I'm a used underwear model. I was diagnosed with cerebral palsy like a year after I was born. When I was a baby, I did get eye surgery, and you can see how well that worked out. So pitching in to help make these things, my life is a collaborative effort. That's good. I hope to make people laugh and maybe make them think a little bit. If they're inspired by what I do, then that's great. I got it, I'm fine. Whoa.
We're not good for you. We just want to make you laugh and tell stories that are relatable and fun. And you know, our show Speechless is a family sitcom where a teenager happens to have cerebral palsy and is nonverbal. This is just a 19-year-old guy who is going through all the things that anyone else who's 19 has gone through. Just got a girlfriend in the 3rd season, and I am currently responsible for writing the episode where he goes up to a girl's bedroom. Don't tell anyone that. I have to deliver it by tonight by midnight, so I shouldn't be here.
Such a brilliant, brilliant mind. So entertaining and fascinating. He has gotten over trying to please people. And most of us are still pleasers. We're trying to get approval, so we act a certain way. And we don't even know what we really want. He knew what he wanted. He wanted to do what made him feel good. And look what he has accomplished. I love it. Hats off to him.
For every step in the pipeline, for every show that you work on, think about diversity. I know there's a long ways to go for post. I always joke that you guys need people to sit in front of the computers all day. Well, we have the chairs, and we have the training. It's all we need is more experiences and more opportunities.
There's a young woman in a wheelchair who's come from another country, who's made a mark, who's learned a craft, who's responsible, and you can tell how she talks. She's very intelligent and determined. How much determination do you have right now? I don't want to procrastinate. I want to be able to make a definitive decision the way we just saw that young lady.
As the Society of America, we have an inclusion committee, and we work really hard on building a database of actors with disabilities, showing their level of acting ability. And I'm always looking for actors that are good listeners, that are well prepared, and that bring something to a scene. I don't care what the disability is, what the color of the skin is. I want to see that someone's listening and actively engaged and reflecting a world in which I walk. We push it at the studio level. And I literally have tingles right now, I have corporate support.
How I made my big breakthrough. It's been very tough for me as an actor, just trying to get through and seeing nothing but closed doors. Every agency I closed, I quit, and I just decided to focus on doing a one-man show. So I just did that, and I inspired people all over, everywhere I went, from children to adults. And that kept me motivated to keep going. But also, it kept my acting skills up and spontaneous and creative. So one thing that made me stay sane was, I really wanted to bomb Hollywood for a while for not giving.
Look at the storyteller that this man is. He's not afraid either. He's stepping up, and he's not worried if it's the right word, the wrong word. They're not hearing. He can't hear. What are you listening to? What stays in our ears that shouldn't, that we can pull it right out and only take on what we want to hear? I don't mean delusional. I mean that the positive part, the I can do it. Yes, I can do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. There's
Yeah, we can't see but the top of your hair.
Yeah. How cool is that?
All right, here we go.
I just made 2 new buddies, and I'm gonna hound them to get more interviews because they have stories that you're gonna love to hear. Thank you guys.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Group hug.
Group hug. Thank you.
You are amazing. You're amazing.
Oh, you're welcome.
I love that. You took this camera with your
Hooks.
Your hooks.
Yeah, I'm a happy hooker.
A happy hooker. It's great to meet you.
It's
And
nice to meet you.
I'm Mary Lynn Ross. Hey, say
nice to meet you,
every
Lynn.
day,
Nice to meet you.
sway your way. Sun is up, happy, happy, happy day.